All right, let's be real for a second. Writing a big argumentative essay can sometimes feel like you're just guessing, right? But what if I told you there's a cheat sheet? Well, there is. Today, we're going to demystify the official 10th grade grading rubric. We'll break down exactly what your teacher is looking for so you can absolutely ace your next paper. So let's dive in.
You know that feeling, right? You get an essay back, you see the grade, maybe some comments in the margin, but you're still sitting there thinking, okay, but what did I actually do wrong? It's super frustrating. Well, guess what? That confusion ends right now, because the answer, it's been right there in front of you this whole time.
Boom! Take a look at this. This is the official rubric. Now, most people see this and think it's just for the teacher. No way. This is your roadmap. It's your secret weapon. Like the slide says, we're going to treat this thing like a cheat sheet that you get before the test even starts. I mean, if you know the rules of the game, you're way more likely to win, right? So let's start decoding this thing together.
Okay, so to really figure this out, we're going to start at the top. We're going to aim high. We're looking at what it takes to get a score of 4, what the rubric calls an above grade level accomplishment. Let's break down what that gold standard really looks like.
This right here. This is the goal. A 4 isn't just about not making mistakes. Oh no. It's about showing you have total command of your argument, your evidence, and your writing. It's the kind of paper that makes your teacher just go, wow. So first up, purpose and structure. How do you nail a 4 here? Well, it's all about making everything work together perfectly. Your main point? It's not just stated once. It's rock solid and consistent from the very first sentence to the very last. And the way you organize your paragraphs, it doesn't just lay out your ideas, it actually makes your whole argument stronger. Even your intro and conclusion are doing heavy lifting. They're not just bookends, they actively enhance the entire essay.
All right, next up is development. And for a 4, this is way more than just dropping in a few quotes. It's about showing you have a deep understanding of the topic. See that word skillful? That's key. It means you're weaving your evidence and your own original thoughts together so smoothly you can't see the seams. And get this, you're not scared of the opposing view. You actually tackle counterclaims head on, and you address them fully. That shows some serious confidence in your own argument.
And of course, language. Look, for a top score, perfect grammar and spelling, that's just the entry fee. That's the baseline. To get a 4, you've got to skillfully mix up your sentence structures. You're using sharp, academic vocabulary that shows you know your stuff. And your tone, your voice, it's not just there. It's actually a tool you're using to make your argument even more powerful. It proves that every single word counts.
Okay, so a 4 is the absolute gold standard. But hey, a 3 is a really solid grade-level performance. This is a good essay. So let's figure out what the real difference is between good and great. We're going to break down what a 3 looks like.
Yep, a 3. This is solid. It's right on target for grade level. It's an essay that checks all the boxes and gets the job done. No question. When we look at the structure for a 3, the words are a little different. The organization is logical, which is good. The position is generally maintained. The transitions connect ideas. See those words? Logical, generally, sufficient? It all works. It makes sense. But it doesn't quite have that extra punch, that strengthening or enhancing quality we saw in a 4.
And you guessed it, we see the same pattern here in development. The understanding is adequate. The elaboration is adequate. Counterclaims are sufficiently addressed. All the pieces are there and it all makes sense. It just might not have that wow factor, you know? It's missing that deep, original thinking that really elevates a paper to a 4.
Okay, let's put these side by side because this is where it all clicks. This is the key difference. Notice the words. A 3 is logical and adequate. A 4 levels that up to skillful and thorough. A 3 addresses the other side sufficiently, but a 4 does it fully. A 4 pushes for that original student writing, while a 4 has adequate elaboration. You see? It's the difference between doing the assignment correctly and truly mastering it.
All right, now it's time to talk about the danger zone. We need to know what to avoid. Scores of 2 and 1 are what the rubric calls approaching or below grade level. And honestly, knowing what these common mistakes are is the best way to make sure you steer clear of them.
Just look at the rubric as a whole. You can practically feel the difference, can't you? Over on the left, for the 3s and 4s, all the language is positive, strong, and clear. But then you look to the right at the 1s and 2s, and you start seeing words that are just huge red flags. Let's point out a few of the big ones.
Okay, warning sign number 1, your argument is unclear or confusing. This is probably the biggest pitfall. If your reader can't figure out what you're trying to argue, nothing else matters. You're already in trouble. Your main point has to be crystal clear.
Here's another big one, being repetitive or simplistic. This is a huge red flag. The rubric will literally use words like simplistic language, or it'll point out that you're just summarizing the sources instead of adding your own ideas. You've got to show you can develop an argument, not just parrot back what you read.
And here are 2 more that will sink your essay fast. First, using evidence that's weak, or worse, totally disconnected from the point you're trying to make. And second, an inconsistent command of grammar. Both of these things just completely torpedo the logic of your argument. They'll drop your score into that 1 or 2 range in a heartbeat.
Okay, so that's a lot of information. How do we make this practical? How do we actually use it? Let's take everything we just learned and turn this rubric into a super simple, actionable checklist that you can use on your next essay. Your very own path to a 4.
All right, here it is, your checklist for getting a 4. Number 1, state a clear, focused position and stick with it. 2, develop your argument with solid evidence from different sources and explain how that evidence proves your point. 3, don't ignore the other side. Address the counterclaims directly. 4, connect all your ideas with strong, purposeful transitions. 5, elevate your language. Vary your sentences. Use strong vocabulary. And finally, number 6, and this is a big one, proofread. Every single one of these steps comes directly from what the rubric says it takes to get that top score.
So from now on, don't think of the rubric as some secret code for your teacher. It's not. It's a map, and it's for you. It literally tells you the destination, a great essay, and gives you the step-by-step directions to get there. So the only question left is, now that you have the map, where are you going to let your writing take you?